Now it started. So, very good evening. How are you?
Yes, ma'am, I'm fine. And what about you?
Yeah, I'm also doing great. Thanks for asking to you.
Okay. Okay, so I
Okay,
think
so
we are meeting at very first time. So it
yeah,
would be
I
nice to
will.
introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
So
So
would you like to introduce yourself first?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm Preeti. Yeah, I'm Preeti, and I'm an English teacher. I work in a school, and originally I'm from Haryana, the north part of India. Apart from my
Yeah.
teaching, I run my YouTube channel with the name of Easy Way to Learn with Preeti. That is my study channel, and there I do conversation videos. Sometimes I upload my solo videos as well. That's all about me.
Okay, that's very nice introduction of you. And now I would like to introduce myself. So my name is Jagdish Bose and I am connecting you from Rajasthan. If I talk about my education qualifications, then I have completed my graduation and post-graduation. And if I talk about my profession, then I'm also teacher like you. I'm also an English teacher. And yeah, if I talk about my hobbies, then I love to travel. I love to listen to the music. And I'm 24-year-old. This is my brief introduction.
Great, great to hear about you also because you are also from the same profession line. Okay,
Yes.
so are you TCT teacher or PGT? Which level of students you are taking?
No, yeah, I'm upper primary teacher. Actually, I teach from like student from class 6 to 8. I'm upper primary teacher. I'm a government teacher.
Okay, you are a government teacher.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Are
okay,
you
okay.
also government teacher or private teacher?
No, I'm teaching in a private school.
Yeah. It doesn't matter whether you are government teacher or private teacher. Teacher is teacher.
Yeah, obviously, teacher is a teacher,
Never
and we have
differentiate
to.
government or private.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So, are you teaching in your same residential place or any other place?
No, no. I teach. Actually, my school is very nearby my house, and my school is an English medium school. It's only
Okay,
like 10 kilometers far from my house. Yes. And my school is
oh,
from
great.
class 1 to 12. It is totally English medium school.
Okay, okay, great, great. So, is it like model Sanskriti school?
No, no, it is Mahatma Gandhi Government English Medium School. There are so many Mahatma Gandhi Government School in Rajasthan. Actually, a Congress government has initiated such type of schools in Rajasthan. So it was a very good initiate. Seriously, I appreciate Congress government for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. I
Yeah.
do the same. But in
Yeah.
Haryana this time, BJP party won the election this year.
Oh, yeah. I also heard in the news that in Haryana, now Haryana, like BJP-led government is there.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Okay. Apart now come to the our teaching profession and conversation. So usually we people consider like government schools are totally whether they are English medium school, even though teachers always teach bilingual or maybe in Hindi. So which method
Yes.
of teaching you are following in your school? It means what are your teaching strategies?
Wow, yeah, that's very good question. Actually, in my school, most of time I follow direct method because I think that if we are learning any language, direct method. As I'm language teacher, so most of time I always teach my student how to speak English language because I'm teacher of
Mhm.
English subject. Okay, so that's why most of time I focus on direct method like as we how we learn our mother tongue. So I also pay attention that how we can learn this language. We can learn this language direct method, like we can speak this language direct method naturally with the help of direct method. And yeah, but sometimes I also pay attention on like grammar method, like grammar, and there are some other methods. So I also pay attention simultaneously on those methods. But I believe in direct method.
Mm-hmm. Okay, direct method means?
Yes, sir. And
Yeah.
in that case, actually, it's been on 2 year as a government teacher, so I don't have so much experience about like about methods that how how we should teach our student. Actually, I teach only direct method, and sometimes I use inductive method like that type method are there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So
Yeah.
you recently joined before 2 years, right?
Yeah, it's been 2 years. Before, before 1 year, I was posted in Hindi medium school, but it's been only 1 year in an English medium school. Before that, I was posted in a Hindi medium school.
Okay. So did you find any
Yes.
type of change like related to environment in government school, which was in
Actually,
Hindi medium, and now you are in English medium?
yeah, actually, ma'am, I'm from Rajasthan and my mother tongue is Marwadi. Okay, so most of the time you know very
Mm-hmm.
well that it doesn't mean that if we are teaching in an English medium school. But if I talk about my staff, if whenever they speak, if I talk about my staff, okay, whenever they speak, they always they always prefer to speak in Marwadi language because I don't know why, but they don't want to speak English language. Most of them seriously, it is very simple thing to say that most of them they are unable to speak this language. They are unable to speak English language. Like in my school there are 25 teachers. Okay, but
Okay.
among them, like only 4 or 5 teachers they can speak this language. Rest
Mm-hmm.
all they are unable to speak this language. So it's very bad thing or very simple thing, so that's why they don't want to speak this language. Yeah, but there are one or two teachers. They are very good at English. They are speaking very good English. But I have said one rule that whenever I will speak in front of my student, that time I always speak in this like in English language because I know that if we will not speak English language in front of our student, then our student they won't be able to speak this language. There is rule
Yeah.
that work behind learning. That is rule of imitation. So when we will
Mm-hmm.
speak our language, they will also imitate us. After that, they will also try to speak this language. If we are unable to, if we are not speaking, then most of students they are thinking that if sir is don't feel like sir is not speaking this language, then why do we need to speak this language? So in that case,
Yeah.
I think that
Obviously.
is most important thing.
Yes. Yes. Obviously. I'm. Agree with your point. Definitely, if any teacher is not speaking English, so how we can expect from the student
Yeah,
side?
you are
Like they will give
right.
reply in English.
Most of my students like most of my students they always tell that sir, like most of sir like they are not speaking English language, then how we can speak this language? So in that case
Mhm.
what I don't know, that time I don't have any answer that what should I say to my student in that case. So in that case
Yes.
I had to keep silent. That case I have to keep silent. Yes. And I always tell to my colleague, my staff that please try to speak English language. If you are not understanding, if you are unable to speak this language, then please try to learn this language. We also can speak because if I talk about myself, before 1 year I was unable to speak this language, but in 1 year I had, in 1 year I have improved myself. Now I can speak this language. So I always tell to my staff that if I can learn this language, then you also can learn this language. Ma'am, seriously, it's been only 1 year that I started speaking this language. Before that, I was unable to make two word for sentence. Seriously, two word sentence I was unable to make
Okay.
before like 1 year. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Who inspired you? Who
and
inspired
now
you?
I'm
What?
Yeah, that's very good question. Actually, in my school, there is a teacher who is speaking very good English. So when I joined my school at very first day, that time I met with him. Okay, so he told me he tried to talk with me in English language, but that time I was unable to speak this language. So I was very simple that time seriously because literally I was thinking that if I'm not able to
Mm-hmm.
speak this language, then how would I deal in this school or how would I deal with the student? So from that time, I inspired by myself. I inspired from that sir. So from that time, I started paying attention on like how to speak English. So I uh, came through YouTube videos. I got so many videos on YouTube. After that, I found a conclusion that if we are listening English a lot of, if we listen English lot of, after that if we are trying to speak English, then we can learn this language. So I followed only that method seriously, like listening and speaking. Yeah, that is.
Great.
Now I
Yeah.
now I took the break of 2 months. Seriously, it's been 2 months that I did not talk with anyone. After 2 months, right now I'm connecting with you. Today I was free. I was sitting freely, so I thought that I should take any conversation. So as you dropped a message that time, I took your call. I made your call.
Mm-hmm. Great, great, great. It's really
Yeah.
nice to hear about you and your
Yeah.
journey of speaking English. It's really nice, and I'm very, I'm also very passionate English speaker and learner as well. Even I am also an English teacher and English teacher in the school, and there I teach my students English to English. But yes, as demand and need of students, sometimes I use bilingual also. And my school is totally based on CBSE board. Even though sometimes a teacher should follow the method according to the need of the students. That's why sometimes I use for a
Yes, yes, you
bilingual
are right.
method. Yes. But first time I'm
Actually,
listening from your side, like, and in government school also, any teacher is following the same method which we are proceeding in private schools. Because most of time I
yes,
heard always this, like in government schools, teacher never teach English to English. They always teach English in Hindi.
yes, you
I
are right. You are right. If we talk about like if I talk about my schooling time, seriously, when I was in 10th or 12th, at that time, seriously, there was like that time there were not so many teachers in my school, and like there was an English teacher, okay. But when he used to teach in Hindi, like with the help
Mhm.
of Hindi language, you teach English there. So that
Yes.
was not a good method there. With
Mm-hmm.
that method, we cannot learn this language seriously. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
now I always think that we should pay attention, we should pay heed on that method. It would be
Yes.
very,
Yes.
very beneficial thing for students.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you follow any
So maybe
activity-based
if
study?
yeah, most of time actually not so much like most of time I face like I use activity based learning teaching. Like sometime I do rhyming with my students, and sometime I also do any like conversation, role play activity. Such type of
Mm-hmm.
activities are there in my school that I use to teach my students.
Mm-hmm.
What about
Yeah.
you? What about you? How do you teach your students? Would you like to tell me
How do
something about your teaching life?
Okay, how do I teach? Okay, I teach my student totally based on activities. Sometimes if I am
Wow,
teaching them, yeah, sometimes if I am teaching them literature part, so I try to follow storytelling method first. I try to
yeah,
introduce the
that's
chapter.
the
Yeah, first I introduce any chapter or any poem in transform method. Okay, then I try to teach like paragraph, then translation method. Usually I follow this for the literature. But if I took yes, when the turn comes about grammar, so in teaching of grammars, I always follow activity based topics, like sometimes presentation form, role play form, and sometimes like two examples. I try to, first I am teaching and describing any topic in front of the students by using the chalk and whatever teaching aids are available in the classroom. And after completing, I I always tried the names, come out the names and students who are ready to introduce and teach the same topic. Suppose I am teaching them determiners, so I explain determiner
yeah,
topic 1 or 2 days. Then I try. Then I tell every rules, every definitions with examples on the board. Then students have to make their notes. Sometimes they copy from the board, and sometimes they make their own sentences. And then I give worksheets. After completing the topic, I find out the names of students. Some students who want to describe the same topic in an activity form. Sometimes they make their group and then describe the same topic next day. And if the activity is very nice, suppose students are very willingly they want to record that activity. So in that case, I record their activity also, and then I'm
oh,
some of videos I upload on my channel. Some videos of my
oh,
students. Yeah, sometimes I
my
do this.
yeah. After disconnecting the call, please share me the link of your YouTube channel so that I can
Sure.
watch.
Like you are telling about the different other teachers. Sometimes the question raised in my mind in government school also.
Okay.
Many teachers, they crack the all written in interviews, screening, all types of tests. It means they are brilliant. We
Yes,
can
yes,
say
you
they
are right.
are already brilliant. I don't know why after getting the job they are not taking interest in speaking
Yeah,
English
yeah.
and in communication, because this is the main difference in the study of government schools and private schools. Why we are preferring for our child
Yes,
private school? Why we are preferring? The main reason is that I think the communication skill.
yes, you are right. Because in most of government school, like there is no good environment of English language. If I talk about English medium in school, seriously, there is no good environment of English language because they don't speak English language. Until we
Mm-hmm.
don't speak English language, we can't atmosphere of English language.
Yes.
So it is the harsh reality of today's era.
Mm-hmm.
But what we do, I'm trying
Yes,
to
it
do my
is
level best
reality.
all the day. I'm trying to do everything new. Yeah.
Yes. I,
Okay, ma'am. So now I should wind up this session because I got some work. So someone is calling me, and it was really
okay.
nice session, serious. And I hope that we will get connected again. And must share your YouTube channel link so that I can watch such type of videos. Okay.
Thank you so much to you. And likewise, I
Okay,
really
ma'am.
feel delighted. Yeah. Have a nice day.
Okay, ma'am. Same applies to you.